Take a deep breath in, center yourself in the core of your being, and gently exhale slowly through the nostrils, drawing the front body back and the back body forward. Let's inhale again. Breathe in through both nostrils with the mouth closed. Feel the breath fill your body up like a glass filling with light. And as you exhale, gently draw the lower belly in and squeeze the old energy out as you draw the light in. And again, inhale. And exhale. Relaxing the body, relaxing the facial muscles, relaxing the shoulders. Lengthen the spine upward toward the sky. Press the tailbone down and watch the breath. And in this basic process of yoga, we are able to explore parts of our being that enable us to have more and more levels of creativity. The body itself is filled with more than 50 trillion cells, and each of those cells is continually regenerating. And so that's why when you break a leg, it heals back within 6 to 8 weeks. That's why a liver can regrow in just a few months. That's why most of the skin and all of the tissue in the body is replaced in a year. So cells continually replace themselves, and this is how we draw on the powers of nature to regenerate ourselves. Hi, my name is Marya, and I'm here with Evolutionary Yoga Flow in beautiful Kealakekua, Hawaii. And we're going to focus today on creativity using Kundalini Yoga and breath practices like the breath of fire, as well as some standing postures that help to extend the power in the spine and increase the life force for our healing and for the healing of others and for the healing of our planet. So we're going to start today with the chant, Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And that means I honor the teacher that is light within me. It's a very simple, non-denominational, universally used chant. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. So follow along with me with the hand positions. Inhale, reaching the arms up and bringing the hands down. And then we put the hands into Dhyana Mudra, which is the thumbs and the index fingers together. And we bring those remaining 3 fingers together and we reach out. We make an offering, Gurudev. Namo, we honor. Gurudev. Namo, we honor. And we do that 3 times, and then on the last one, we go Gurudeva, and then we start over again. So move along with me, or watch, or hum, but just get your body-mind going with this honoring that there's a power greater than us, and we are honoring it today. So gently bringing the arms up with Om Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudeva. Take a deep breath in, let the tongue move to the soft palate toward the back of the roof of the mouth. Breathe in chest, breathe in belly, breathe in head, and then gently exhale, drawing the navel back and bring the hands down. So in order to activate the creativity in the body, breath of fire comes next. And with that, we're simply breathing out through the nose at a rapid pace. And as we're doing so, we're drawing the navel in. Now, if you want, you can open your mouth, and then it becomes a slightly different kind of breath. We call it the who breath. And that's when you're feeling really confused and want to know who you are. It's but if you feel pretty much like you're stable today, you can just breathe through the nose. So it's your choice. So bringing your hand onto the belly, we're going to focus on the out breath. Inhale 3/4 of the way, and keep going. Notice how I'm drawing my belly back, and that is activating the lower chakras. The root chakra, where the kunda, the root of the kundalini is. The second chakra, the seat of water, the bowl of life-giving organs in the body. And then the solar plexus chakra. Feel this stimulated as we come up through the fire of the body at the solar plexus, the sun of the inner body, and then up through the heart, the place of air, up into the throat, the place of ether. And then bring your energy all the way up into the crown of the head, and let's pause. And just feel the sparkling of energy throughout the body, just from that amazing breath of fire. Take a deep breath in. We're going to move through some poses where we're going to be doing this breath of fire, and these are called kriyas, which mean actions, cleansing actions that we do in the body to help us to remain strong and healthy and authentic. So I'm going to bring the arms up, bring the legs together, and then gently lift the legs just a little bit off the ground, or even higher if that feels better to you. The important thing is to keep the belly down in the ground, and you can rock back and forth to keep your sacrum down in the ground. Press your inner legs together. You can turn your legs out a little bit, Pilates style if you want, or keep them straight, whichever. Lengthen from the hips to the fingertips. Lengthen from the sacrum and pelvis pressing into the earth. And then gently bring your arms up, chin to the chest. And now we're going to do breath of fire, activating here. If you can bring the legs down more, that's great. If it gets really hard, bring one leg down and then the other. Let's get going. Breath of fire right here in the lower belly. If that hurts the lower back, bring one leg down. And then switch. If you're fine there, keep the legs at a place that the lower belly can keep drawing in. 30 seconds, keep going. Lift up a little higher so the lower shoulder blades are off the ground. Keep bringing the nose toward the pubic bone toward the nose, and press the back of the waist down. You can take a little more, press the legs together and come down a little more, really activating your center, your Kundalini. "30 more seconds, or come down and rest if you need to. You can pick up in a few seconds. Or one leg. And the other leg. Up. You can bring the legs up a little bit. Lift up the upper body, draw your waist into the ground, lengthen through the spine. 10 more breaths. And take a nice deep breath and reach. Stretch the body out. Stretch the fingers and the toes, and stretch the right leg and the right arm. Letting the breath come back to natural, and notice how that stretched out the lungs, that stretched out the lower belly, and especially it woke up the root chakra. So now we have energy rising up the spine. So that first chakra, Muladhara, is really important to open up. And let your body completely rest here. Feeling the vibrations and tingling through the body, the vibration of prana. Inhale completely, lengthen the spine, and exhale, bring the knees in, and bring your arms around the knees, and bring your nose up toward the pubic bone, and we're going to do the breath of fire again here. Let your body relax. If the neck has a hard time there, bring one hand down to the back of the neck. and give it a little nest. If you do that, be sure and switch, balancing both sides. Keep going. So what we're doing here is we're activating that second chakra, the place of our sensitivity, sensuality, creativity, regeneration. The lower chakra is about stability, and now we're raising the creative fire, the wisdom fire in the body, drawing the navel in with every exhale, exercising all the organs and the nerves. Keep bringing the nose in toward the pubic bone if you can. Squeeze the sitting bones together and bring the forehead toward the tailbone. And then gently release. Let the arms and legs open up and completely let go. So we're firing up the energy, and then we're relaxing and letting another part of the nervous system relax us. So when we're activating the nervous system, we're activating the sympathetic part of the nerves, and that is responsible for being on high alert, for deep concentration, but also for fight and flight. So we're clearing out those emotional energies that we don't want in our bodies. And then when we relax, we're doing the second part of the yogic process. We're relaxing and letting the parasympathetic nervous system take over. That's the rest and digest nervous system. Inhale. Stretch out and bring the knees in. And gently roll over onto the side. And slowly bring yourself up. That feels so good. And then come to a simple sitting. Already I feel better. So now we're going to focus on the third chakra, the solar plexus, with the ego eradicator. We're going to bring the fingers into the pads of the palms with the thumbs out. So this is a really good kriya to help to prevent arthritis and to actually heal what might be some carpal tunnel syndrome or some difficulty in the hands and wrists. So we're going to point the thumbs up toward the sky, draw the shoulder blades down and together, and we're going to do breath of fire here for about 2 minutes. Inhale, 3/4 of the way, focusing on the solar plexus. Now keep lifting the arms all the way from the side waist while you're pressing the pelvis down, rooting into earth to feel that extension and uplift. Feeling the fingers drawing inward, helping to erase and unseat the false ego constructions, the thoughts that are not really ours, they're not true to us, but maybe they were projected onto us by our society or other people. And this helps to clear your mind and body of those patterns. Loosening all the negative thinking and letting it go. Lengthen through the back of the neck, the chin draws in, soften the facial features, and then gently bring the thumbs together, looking up at the thumbs. Open the hands. And as you exhale, let your fingertips trace the outer edge of your aura. You're actually combing the aura here. The soul body has a huge egg-like aura, and when you bring the arms out and up, we're combing the edges of that. And so we comb and soften the subtle body. Doesn't that feel delicious? Wonderful. And then we're going to bring our hands to the leg that's in the front, to the shin here, and we're going to do some sitting cat-cow. And we're going to inhale, bring the heart forward. We're at the heart now, moving up from the solar plexus. And then exhale, bring the heart back. Inhale. Breath of fire again. You can close your eyes. You can see a little bit better in the dark when we're entering into the non-ordinary state, the trance state. So that doesn't mean that I'm entranced by something or someone. That means that I'm breaking the cultural trance by focusing on my being, by focusing on those energies that are universal among all beings. So I'm opening the heart here by exercising it, letting my elbows be heavy, letting the shoulders stay in place, bringing the chest forward, the collarbones forward, and then dropping the navel back. You don't really want to plop the head back, but let it move easily. Just moving the center of the body from your second up to your fourth chakra. Clearing out those old energies beyond race, beyond nation, beyond the kinds of borders that just entrap people into thinking about their separation. And when we access these core energies of creation in our very own bodies, we recognize that that is what bonds us all together, all human beings, all animals, all life forms on the planet. We are being breathed by this great creation. And slowly bring yourself back up, head over chest, over pelvis. Lengthen the crown of the head up and bring the tailbone down. And close your eyes for a moment and just feel the movement of prana inside the body. So from here, we're going to do some amazing spinal twists. Bring your hands over to the shoulders. Lift up the fronts of the shoulders here, placing your fingertips all around the shoulder capsule if you can. Thumbs in the back is often nice. And then very gently, we're going to inhale and twist to the left. Exhale, twist to the right. Why is that? We're balancing the left and right sides of the brain. So we're coming up from the heart into the throat and into the upper chakras, entering into the spiritual part of the body. And we inhale. Keep going, twisting the ribs all the way around and letting your head go along for the ride with the shoulders and the collarbones. Keep going. So actually, all parts of the body are spiritual. It's not that the upper part is spiritual and the bottom is not. It is that the chakras, which are energy wheels running up the spine, are able to bring in different frequencies of energy. And we need all of those energies. We need positive physical enrichment and encouragement and nourishment. And we need energetic support in the mind and the emotions. And we also need spiritual support. And we receive that spiritual support more from the upper body. Inhale left, exhale right. Feel the whole spine loosening up and freeing us so that more creativity can travel through us. And gently bring yourself to pause. Bring the index fingers and the thumbs together in Gyan Mudra and gently rest. Feel a natural energy of ecstasy rising up from the pelvic floor, up through the heart and the throat and into the crown of the head. And let the whole body fill with that sense of spaciousness and light. And then we're going to move the legs apart and reach down, and you can lift the backs of the legs up and spread out your sitting bones and then lift the inner leg up. So we're rotating that leg out. So when I lift up the inner leg, it activates it a little bit and the outside leg draws down. And then on the left side, I'm first going to move my buttocks flesh away. And then I draw this outside of the leg up and the inside of the leg down, and then lift the inside of the leg and the outside down, just to get a sense of that rotation there. And mostly we're rolling out, reach through the heels, let your toes come up, and inhale, let's lift up. So now we're moving into the throat and the third eye area by planting your sitting bones and your pelvis on the ground. And gently exhale, let's turn to the right. I am not mirroring you. I am working as you in my yoga pose. And very slowly, I'm going to keep my pelvis in the ground, and I'm going to lengthen over, really stretching that left kidney and the stomach and the left lung. And then inhale, reaching up. Keep looking at that right toe. Open the bottoms of the feet as you turn. Inhale. And then to exhale, very slowly, press both hips down in the ground. Keep that right leg turning out and away from the nose, coming toward the left knee. Release the head down. And then gently inhale, lift up. So that's how it's going to be. And we're going to do a slower breath of fire. It's going to be much slower, almost like an ujjayi breathing. So gently exhale. Inhale, lifting straight up. So I'm stacking my liver on top of that right hip, and then coming forward, turn the liver around toward the left knee, and exhale, draw your navel in as you extend over, bringing the nose toward the left knee. Keep both hips planted down. Inhale, roll up. Twist, and exhale. Reaching through both kidneys to the fingertips, and then unfurl as you stack the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Inhale and exhale. Extend with your heart, shoulder blades draw back, reaching over, and then exhale. Draw your abdominals in and stack the vertebrae like a stack of coins. Spread the toes, the fingers are alive. Exhale. Unfurl up. And turn, and exhale, and lifting up. And let's draw straight up the center, press the legs into the earth, lengthen the area below the waist down into the earth, being your taproot, and then above the waist you lift up, and then draw the arms apart, drawing the shoulder blades together as the arms gently draw down. Take a nice deep breath. Let's bring the legs in. Let's bring the right ear to the right shoulder. That feels so good. And gently roll around. So the chin draws along the collarbone. And then the left ear to the left shoulder, relax. Feel that whole right side of the brain and the right neck relax. And draw the chin forward. So our focus today is on creativity. And one of the ways that we can become more creative is to challenge ourselves. Let's go that same sequence again. Right ear to the right shoulder. Keep the left shoulder down. And reach the forehead around. Chin deeply into the front of the neck so that the back of the neck gets stretched. And so in the creative process, we activate and stimulate the body to clear away what is false. And we inhale and invite in and invoke what is true. And in that way, the cells with their natural creativity can perform their function. And all that we really need to do is get the petty mind and the worry mind and the hurry sickness that most humans suffer from, get that hurry sickness and the mental entrainment of chatter to relax. And the best way to get it to relax is to breathe and awaken the felt senses of the body. So let's bring the hands on the knees and inhale. Close the eyes for a moment, and as you breathe in, feel the spine clearing and cleansing. with the wonderful Kundalini or prana that we have created. And then just, if you can, come up onto your toes. Let me get this way. I like to bring my toes under sometimes so I get a nice stretch. Sometimes we call this the screamer stretch because it stretches the toes in a way they don't often get to stretch. And here we're just going to bring the hands to the shoulders. And we're going to lift the elbows with some breath of fire. So notice here, we are bringing those elbows together as much as possible. And if you want, you can place the hands in the back and put the back of the hands together. So we're getting those upper chakras to wake up from the heart to the throat, out the shoulders and the arms, and even to the hands. There are little chakras in the hands. And go ahead and reach the arms up, looking up. Lift that chin, drop your navel backward, draw your lower ribs backward, and then exhale gently. Keep the collarbones lifted and bring your chin toward the collarbone. So I'm stretching the back of the neck. There we go. And now we'll do some standing postures. So on our way to Tadasana, let's just come up into kneeling for a moment. Place the hands behind the neck. And let's just go through an undulation, bringing the crown of the head down and then up, undulating the spine a little bit. Lifting the back of the head, chin is in, rolling down the center, and lifting up, pressing the head into the hands, releasing any place in the back body that may have gotten tense through that delicious movement. Drawing your navel in as you come over and lifting up, and I'm going to do it one more time. Turn to my side so you can really see how I'm drawing my head forward as the navel comes back, drawing down, and then lifting with the crown of the head, squeezing the shoulders together. And take a nice arch, lifting the collarbone, and then the chin comes down while the collarbone stays lifted even as I come down. That's giving me a stretch across the front of the body that matches the stretch in the back body. Beautiful. And then just let the arms come up. Drawing your navel back, let's bring the hands over for just a very brief downward facing dog pose. Draw your heels back, press the hands into the ground. Inhale, lift your kneecaps, spread the bottoms of the feet like warm honey into the ground, connecting with the core of the earth. Inhale, lengthen the spine as you draw the quadriceps and the pelvis back so you get more yawning and openness in the underarms. Press your finger pads and the pads of the toes into the ground. Lift your navel up and then lift the heels up. Lifting your kneecaps up, lift the navel up, let your head draw down, and keeping yourself on the tippy toes, keeping the navel lifted, gently draw yourself in. If you have to bend your knees, no trouble. You want to walk the hands into the feet, into the hands, and then let your head release. Inhale. Fill the whole body with new space and relax your spine. And exhale, let the head be like a leverage point, a fulcrum that releases, and it helps to draw the spine long. And then moving from your heart, keeping the chin in, lengthen the whole body up, and lift your hands. Looking up toward the thumbs, gently softening the roof of the mouth as the tongue reaches toward the soft palate, pressing the heels down, and exhale, drawing the arms down as your chin comes in toward the front of the neck, and you lift your collarbones down. Very nice. And then just look down at your feet and check to see that they are parallel, that you're balanced on both sides of the body, all the way up from the toes, stacking up your bones all the way to the crown of the head, reaching up toward the sky. And we're just going to focus on the arms here for a moment. Let's inhale, bringing the arms straight up, draw the shoulder blades down. Bring the palms to face each other at the top. And then let's Om for an exhale. Om. Lengthen through the elbows again. Om. Drawing your navel in, lengthening the spine and letting the vibration draw your entire body into one smooth field of positive energy. Inhaling. Om. Let's bring the hands to the tops of the legs, right at the sitting bones. And let's inhale, lift your collarbones up, hollow the belly in, draw your tailbone down, and lift your ribs up out of the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale, lead with your heart. Let the head move along with you as you slide the hands down the backs of the legs. And your nose toward the nose. Inhale, let's lift up halfway. Hollow the belly here, lengthen through the upper body. And exhale, lift your abdominals way into the back of the belly. Inhale, now let's lift the arms, and we're combing the soul body. We're combing the aura. And exhale, letting the tailbone draw down, the fronts of the thighs, the belly, and the chin draw in. Inhale, lift the toes to balance yourself on the four corners of the feet, focusing on the core of the earth and the heavens and connecting the two. And then exhale, bring yourself forward, bring the hands to the backs of the legs. Lead with your heart, chin is in, lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale, let's lift up just halfway. Lengthen from the pubic bone to the crown of the head. And exhale. Open the bottoms of the feet as we lift up. Open the palms of the hands. Breathe in the glorious qualities of nature. Earth, water, fire, air, and ether. Inhale. Feel yourself as the center of a symphony of breath and light and sound. Bringing yourself over. Weight, all four corners of the feet. Inhale, let's lift up halfway. We're going to stay there and bring the hands to the waist. And then we're just going to bring that right arm forward. And just breathe and stretch this right side of the body. You can bend the knees a little bit if it's getting to be too much in the hamstrings. The hamstrings are considered to be the carriers of the life nerve. And so the life force comes right from the bottoms of the feet, just in front of the heels, behind the metatarsals of the feet. Feel that bubbling wellspring in the bottoms of the feet coming all the way up into the lower belly. And then when you exhale, release down. Place your hand on the waist and let's inhale, let's lift up again. And let's bring the left arm up. Now, if your legs are killing you, then bend the knees. That's not going to hurt because here we're focused on the spine. If you can keep the legs strong, that's how you build stamina. Long and strong, soft and powerful. These are wonderful states to get to know. Keep stretching through the left side of the body, the left spine. Exhale, draw your navel in. And then gently release down. Both arms come down. Bend the knees. And let's roll up in a spinal roll. Lifting up and stretching the arms up. And exhale. Then let's bring the right hand behind the sacrum and lift the left arm up. And gently breathe in and arch back a little bit, bringing that right elbow back. So we're opening the chest. And then exhale, extend, leading with your heart. And come all the way down, bring your nose to your knees. Inhale, lift up just halfway. Exhale, unfurl the front of the body onto the fronts of the legs. Relax both shoulders. And then inhale, lift all the way up. Arch all the way back. Doesn't that feel delicious? My sinuses are more open. My organs are feeling healthier. So let's bring the left hand back. The top of the palm is against the sacrum here. And inhale, bring the right arm up. Take a little arch. So with my left hand, I can press the pelvis down a little bit. I'm pressing the hip down a little bit so I get more space in that right kidney. Open your collarbones, float the collarbones up, chin in. And then gently come over, leading with the heart. The head and the pelvis follow the heart. Taking your heart all the way down, and then release that arm and the shoulders, the nose come toward the knees. Keep your hand in the ground as you inhale and lift up. And exhale. Inhale. Bring that arm all the way up and stretch back. And bring the arm back down. And let's come into Tadasana and close the eyes and just feel what's happening. Feel how we open one side of the spine and then the other side of the spine, and how delicious that feels. Draw your tailbone forward and your pubic bone back and upward. As you breathe in, let the breath come into the crown of the head, down the back body. And as you exhale, lift the pubic bone up and trace the front channel, the conception channel in the body on the exhale. And then I'm going to turn so you can see me better. We're going to bring the hands down, lift the arms up, and bend the knees into chair pose. And gently extend over. Inhale. And exhale. So I'm almost sitting in a chair here. I'm drawing my tailbone back. I don't want to fall back, but I'm reaching my tailbone back, reaching the elbows up, actually reaching the shoulders up a little bit, and then draw the shoulders back away from the ears. So that's a two-step lift. Inhale. And then bring your chin in and draw the chin down. So you're getting a stretch in the back of the neck. I'm not hanging the neck, but I'm just going to stretch my neck, stretching the Jalandhara Bandha, the energy lock in the neck. It helps to calm the mind. And inhale, keep that squatting. And exhale, feel your strength growing. One more time, inhale. And just lift up. And take a simple arch back from the heels through the natural bend in the spine and reaching back, coming up. And then come into your deep bow from chair. And gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. We'll do that several times, honoring the earth. So we reach up, dropping the tailbone down and stretching through the side waist, drawing the abdominals in, feel the fire, feel the heat. And then let the heart come to kiss the thighs. Exhale, drawing over. And with the legs as straight as you can, drop one vertebrae at a time. Chin comes up last. Let's go one more time, inhaling. Exhale, bend the knees. Straighten through the spine. Squeeze your corset muscles, your waist in. Hollow the belly, release the chest down, and roll down. So I'm massaging the prana in through the body so that all 70 to 50 trillion cells are massaged. Let's bring the hands down gently into the heart so we can stand for a moment and feel the full swelling of positive energy in the spine. There's a complete regeneration of all of the fluids and tissues. We bring ourselves back to the relaxed state. Notice the process of yoga as 3 steps. We activate or ground the body. We extend or uplift the energy frequency, and then we stabilize and we witness or watch. All of these are very, very good for the nervous system. We need all three of those states. So let's go through some sun salutes now. Inhaling. Nice and gentle. Exhaling, let's extend the arms forward, hollow the belly in, bring the hands down. And this is where you need to have your block. This is good to have it here. Bring yourself down. And then we're just going to bring the right and then the left leg back for a plank. You can stay here as long as you want. But today we're going to go easy, bringing the knees in, lengthen the spine, keep those elbows close to your body, and gently draw yourself down. Release the front body into the ground. Keeping the chin in, lift the crown of the head. Firm your sitting bones together and lift your mula bandha, your pelvic floor. Draw in your anal sphincter and your pubic bone, activating that root chakra, coming into the second chakra, the third. The heart is lifting, toes under, and gently draw yourself back. Now coming into the heart, into the throat, into the third eye area and the crown of the head. Stretching full on. So the legs are long, the arms are long, and the spine is long. Spreading the fingertips forward, and then pressing your heels into the ground as you lift the kneecaps up. Lifting the heels, and let's walk. Just like we did before. Hollowing the belly, drawing yourself in, nose to the knees, and gently inhale, flat back up. And exhale. Smoothing out the aura, smoothing out the breath. Combining your energy with the energy of creation. And let's go again. Exhale, inhale. And then bring the chin in toward the front of the throat. Stretch the back of the neck. Lead with the heart. Hollow the belly. Keeping that neck long and the eye gaze focused on the tip of the nose, even if the eyes are closed. Inhale, let's lift up halfway. Looking forward, and then bring the chin in so I have a nice long neck, and bring yourself back. And then let's just stretch one leg and then the other, and we're in plank. Line it up so the shoulders are over the palms. The heels are reaching back. Firm your center. Bring your knees in and slowly unfurl the front of the body like a string of pearls down to the ground. Let's just separate the hands here a little bit so I can get the elbows stretched apart. The forward releases down. Rock the elbows back and forth. And as you lift, feel the biceps and the tricep engaging and feeling the prana move around the shoulder socket. And then gently bring your hands in to come up into your downward facing dog pose. Hollow the belly. Stretch out everything and breathe your hands into the earth. Feeling the full circle of energy. Energy coming down out of the feet into the core of the earth, and from the core of the earth up to the hands and up through the pelvis and back down through the feet. Full circuit of energy. Just lift the heels and walk the toes forward, nice and easy, hollowing in the belly. And bring your nose toward the knee. Inhale gently. Lift your heart, keep the chin in, lengthen the back of the neck. So we're remembering that Jalandhar Bandha is the bandha in the throat that helps you to keep the mind clear and bring more energy into the heart. And let's bring the hands together here. And then just bring your hands to the waist, and let's bring the right leg back for a modified warrior. Or actually, if we keep both legs straight and bring this right long arm up, we are coming into a wonderful Parsavottanasana. I'm going to bring my left hand to the waist here and reach that right arm up And exhale, hollow the belly, draw the left hip back, and bring the arm forward. Now, press the back heel in and the ball of the front big toe into the ground. So those are your 2 anchor points. So remember, yoga is that 3-step process. So ground into the earth with the lower body. Exhale, we are extending. And once you're down there, witness what just happened. And bring your nose toward that inner left knee. And then we ground as we inhale. We extend from our anchoring, and then we can witness. And let's bring that hand down to the waist, step into the front foot. And we'll do it twice on the opposite side. So I'm bringing the left foot back. Remember, in this video, I am not mirroring you, so I'm speaking the same side that I am on. And so it's sparking a little bit more creativity in you to respond to a different way of practicing or listening, working together. So inhale, let's bring that left arm up. So I'm stretching through the left side of the body. I want to bring this right hand to the waist and draw my elbow back and draw that right hip back. If the right hip is forward, I'm not facing straight forward. So be sure that your angle is straight on, a nice line between the ball of the right big toe, the right groin, the navel, up through the throat and the crown of the head as we exhale, coming down, grounding into the earth. And then ground first and then extend and witness. And then ground yourself as you exhale, navel in, extend, and witness. Inhale, ground, extend, and witness. And bring that hand to the waist, bend your front knee and bring that back foot in. And shake yourself out as much as possible. Just want to do one more pose. Bring your feet out for Prasarita Padottanasana. Place the hands on the waist and bring the arms up. And gently bend that right knee and bring your left hand to the ground, reaching that right arm up while you're looking at the left hand. Inhale, twist the body and look up at the right hand. Keep pressing the bottom hand into the ground and feel that full stretch and twist in the chest. And then inhale, look down while the arm comes straight forward. Inhale, go ahead and lift your head up and look at the right hand. And then inhale, coming back up. Same principles apply. We're going to ground, extend by stretching the spine, and then witness. Just bring the arms out to the side, ground, extend, and witness. And then inhale, turning up while you're grounding. Exhale, looking down, extending that left arm, feeling the stretch in the whole left side of the spine. And then bring the arm back up and look at the upper hand. Inhaling, and then exhale, look back down at the hand, and gently lift up. And let's bring the hands over to the heart. Bring your feet in. And let's come to the front of the mat. Bring your hands up. Pause. Notice the breathing. And gently bring the arms up. And exhale. Bring the hands down. And let's just bring the back leg down and come to a gentle sitting pose. I'm going to turn sideways here. What we want to do is come into a nice sort of a cradling posture here, pressing the heels in the ground, drawing the navel in, and bringing the chest toward the thighs. I'm going to do cat-cow as a closing posture. We're still going to do a meditation, but draw the navel in for now. Inhale and exhale. Breathing out through the mouth, releasing any extraneous tension. Inhale. Lifting your collarbones, elbows, and upper arms back. And then exhale again, navel back. Reach the arms out. And breathing breath of fire down the spine. Beautiful. And let yourself rest out into the earth. Let everything go. A few closing poses. Bring the right knee in. Place your left hand on the outer knee and take a nice spinal twist. Relaxing. Lengthen that left leg and the neck. Relax the shoulders into the ground. Breathing deeply. And then gently bring the knee back in and lengthen it. Exhale, the left knee comes in. Place your right hand on the outer knee, lengthen the left arm. Turn and look at the left hand and breathe deeply. Stretching out through both sides of the torso, relaxing the shoulders into the ground and lengthening that right leg. And then gently draw the left knee in and come all the way back. Let's bring both knees in. Lengthen the legs as much as you can. If the knees are bent, that's fine. But take your peace fingers here, your prana fingers, and put them between the big toes and the second toes, and then wrap them around so that the index and the middle finger are touching the thumb. These are peace fingers. And if the knees are bent, that's fine, but if you can lengthen the legs and bring those legs up overhead and just rest your chest into the ground. It's a very nice stretch once again of the life nerve in the backs of the upper legs and letting your chest release down, hollowing the belly. And then gently lift the arms, let the fingertips extend away from each other, the hands extending away from each other, the legs extending away from the chest, the head extending away from the chest. Reach out in every direction and let yourself come to rest and gently relax. Find your way into that place of sweetness and ecstasy. And we're going to anchor that sweetness in the body by inhaling and doing a concentration on the navel. So as you exhale, draw the navel in. The navel is the center of the 72,000 nadis or meridians in the body. So when you draw the navel in, you're drawing in all of that energy, and just hold the navel in. Hold the navel in here. Inhale. In the ribs, your lungs expand, but you keep holding the navel in. Hold the navel in. Expand the ribs out to the sides, front and back. Relax the neck and upper back and legs. Exhale, draw the navel in deeper toward the earth. Connecting that navel all the way into the core of the earth, our Earth Mother. And exhale again. Focusing on the breath. Allow yourself to look back on your life at all the breathing that you have done. Millions of breaths that we breathe with a regularity and a rhythm that is set from the very first moment that we are born. So let that natural rhythm re-engage. Just keep in your mind's eye and your body going back in time, as though we're shaving off 10 years. Just imagine that the last 10 years never happened. And go back into the breathing state of 10 years ago. And then go back another 10 years ago. So 20 years ago. And with your mind in the body and with this unity, go back 30 years, if you can, if you're that old. But keep going back until you go back to the very beginning, to the moment that you were born, and you took that first breath. Notice how the breath deepens as we recall that first spark of spirit in the body with that first breath. What in Hawaii we call the breath of Ha, that first breath of life. The whole body be heavy as you go back into the space before that first breath in the womb. Dissolving all the memories, all of the biography, and just letting yourself be this perfect being that was created and is still being created, is still becoming, tapping into that creativity that actually gave us life. So we are the creator creating creation. And creation is creating us. And the breath is very smooth and deep. You can feel the subtle vibrations. And remember a time before there was any biography, before there was any wounding, when we were a spark of pure life and creativity in a breath body, in a light body, in our soul body. And so with that now, that sense of the soul body, look at your being laying in Shavasana in this moment. And notice all the creation that's happening inside the body. Without lifting a finger, the cells are digesting food, healing cuts, producing hormones and neurotransmitters in exactly the amount that we need. And notice if there's still any tension in the body and deliberately relax it so that that creativity can continue to happen at a broader and deeper level. So it's only where we tense up with unnecessary patterning that healing and creativity doesn't happen, because we're naturally a healing and creative matrix. Let yourself enjoy that knowledge, that wisdom. And then take a deep breath and stretch out through the arms and the legs. Taking a little morning stretch as we come out of Shavasana. And gently draw the knees into the chest. the knees in little circles so we feel that massage of the earth, helping us to absorb all the restoration. Draw over to the right side and gently lift yourself up. And bring yourself to sitting, bringing the index fingers and the thumbs together. Taking your meditation posture. It's basically just sitting up straight, stacking the bones, and breathing easily while you relax. Worlds and worlds and worlds of creativity open up when we just do those few things. Sit up straight, stack the bones, feel the connections, and watch the breath. So let's bring the hands over our chest and take 3 sun arms, inhaling, and bring the hands through the center. Inhaling, reach up into the Almakua realm, through the Uhane realm, through the Unahapili realm. Breathing in and absorbing the superconscious spirit, the conscious mind, and the earth. And we bring these 3 souls together in the center. A sense of peace and wholeness enters us. Let's give thanks to all the yoga teachers who've brought these teachings to us, and acknowledge them and the ancestors of this beautiful space with a gentle bow of namaste. Aloha. Aloha, this is Marya. Thank you for joining us. And if you've enjoyed this video, there's a way that you can feel even better than you do right now, and that's by sharing the good word with others so that they can learn about the power of evolutionary yoga flow. And while you're at it, make the comment and then subscribe so that when we come up with new videos, new online courses, we have one going now in soul medicine, other yoga classes, and short tutorials in movement medicine that you can use to help care for yourself in a deep and a healing way. Please subscribe and you'll be the first to know about those new programs. Also, you can go to www.maryaman.com and learn more about quantum creativity, about healing, about how we can heal ourselves, heal each other, and heal our glorious planet. So we really enjoyed you being here. Namaste.